Hello to our Divine Light Healing Circle. Today, you can see the theme in the backdrop of going to a healing chamber where we are going to lay down and let ourselves being helped by angelic beings to draw in from our matrix of perfect or higher divine self and let it be embedded into our physical lacking form. Because sometimes when we came down onto this earth, we either came down too fast or our integration into the physical DNA took too much dimming, and our energetic or ethereal form was dimmed too strongly. But now we are going to merge this matrix of divine form back into the physical so that we have a better alignment with our original matrix, that one which was intended for us to utilize here on Earth, and which might have gotten damaged while we descended here. And we need to regain our powers back while we are in the process of ascending. And for that reason, we are going to be aligned and embedded with these healing forces of light being assistants. Don't have to be necessarily angels like depicted here. Could be other light beings which assisting exactly in what you need for your particular healing or higher integration. But to get us to that point where we can receive the highest frequencies of the divine matrix of our physical form, we are doing the usual and aligning ourselves with the divine light. That said, we're envisioning a golden sun over our head first, symbolizing the higher self. One ray of the golden sun floats into every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips. Along the spine and muscle structure, the golden light flows. Into the heart and chest it goes. Along the shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips, solar plexus to make it more radiant, whole digestive system, private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. The golden light flows from the golden sun through our body. Every single cell takes from this nurturing golden light vibration, attuning us to our soul frequency. And further it goes through the feet into Mother Earth deep down, and we are hooking it in to the core center crystals of Mother Earth that the gateway can stay open, and we are staying in the flow. As we are now opening our heart chakra, and the gold flows into our aura, our energetic system, smoothing over any energy holes, rifts, and ripples, to making our energy system strong and resilient. And anything where our feathers were ruffled through difficulties through our day now can easily and naturally being smoothed over. And now we're bringing in the white, silver, sparkling, diamond-esque light. White mixed in with the silver, white for purifying, silver for reflectivity and detoxification, sparkling to enliven energies, and then the diamond-esque forms with its rainbow shimmering allure, flowing from the universal oneness also into the top of our head, into every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of its fingertips. Along the spine and muscle structure goes into the heart and chest, it flows. Into the solar plexus to make it more radiant. Into the whole digestive system, private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. and further down into Mother Earth, all towards the core center crystal of Mother Earth, hooking this energy in there too, to keep the doorway of this light beam wide open, as it flows now from our heart also into the auric system, filling out the golden light bubble, the energy, or mixing with the gold, whatever it wants to naturally do. And also enlivening our energy system, brightening our aura, and smoothing over first and foremost energy holes, rifts, and ripples, but then also energizing areas in our energy system which have been stifled and want to unfold now, have been deadened and want to become alive again. So enlivening our whole energy field. And now the third frequency of the hour flows. It's the rose gold sparkling light coming from the universal oneness, representing unconditional love and kindness, reviving love as it flows into the top of our head too. This rose gold sparkling light flows into every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips. Along the spine and muscle structure goes, into the heart and chest it flows. And maybe you feel like the gold was flowing faster and the silver sparkling light as well. And you might feel the rose gold sparkling light is in comparison a little bit more sluggish. Perceive it more as a little bit more deliberate. Really searching out all the areas, nooks and crannies in us which are not really willing and accepting of unconditional love. Slowly and steadily spreading into those deep, deep parts of us who have a hard time receiving love. And we have to ask ourselves, what does it take for us to receive love, for us to receive kindness? Not only from humans, but from the divine design. Perceiving ourselves as worthy to receive it as it flows into us right now, in the form of the rose gold, glistening, glittering, sparkling light, flowing from our head into our neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure, in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide. And here we might perceive, as it fills the heart and chest, a widening of our chest volume as our heart widens, and our energy wiring, our heart chakra widens too, to become a huge fountain and at the same time a huge shield. Shield us from low vibrational energy as the high vibration of unconditional love overcomes any challenges, encompassing everything there is with its unending love and kindness. And it flows further down into the solar plexus to make it more radiant. And all our connection which go into us and out of us, all these energy communication lines which we are connected to through the solar plexus, to all the people and co-workers and family members and whoever is present in our lives. We have communication lines to them, and they send us constant energy data, like to a computer, in and out, and in and out it goes. But now infiltrated by the golden, rose gold, sparkling light, there is a natural filter of lovingness. So that love goes out and love comes in. And all that which is not loving stays out, is not needed in our system, doesn't have to be there. Learning can find its own way, but not through our energy lines any longer. And then the rose gold flows deeper down into our from the solar system into the digestive system, and further down into the private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. By now you have probably noticed your vibration rate change. It subtly changed, very subtly. And you might feel the vibration rate in your healing hands change, and your feet chakra change, and maybe all the chakra vibrate in a different wave rate. And the rose gold sparkling light goes also from our feet further down and deeper down, way down into Mother Earth, also hooked into the core center crystals to keep this shining light wide open for us. And then the rose sparkling light conjoins with the gold, yellow gold, and the white silver sparkling one, and conjoins into making our aura even brighter, smoothing over more rifts and rivers, making it stronger, making it more resilient, making our whole energy system more hopeful, where it was better down through life circumstances, making us hopeful for a better life with more love from above, and more love triggered through us into the world. And now we can see that these three rays of light conjoin around the core center crystal like a sun, and they're spreading outward like a spiral towards the surface of Mother Earth. And wherever these lights pop up, they are building a fountain for nourishment of energies for human life, plant life, and animal life alike. And we see these light fountains pop up everywhere where there's need, where there's burned areas or flooded areas or war zones, or anywhere else where hope is needed and hope is dimmed. These energies are very susceptible to be absorbed by the ones who ask for them easily and naturally, who ask for help, and it will be given. And now on our own healing journey for tonight, as we're attached again to our higher matrix form, we nevertheless call in light beings and guiding ones and guardians. And we also call in the swarm of helpers and light beings who want to take care and volunteered for this, to help the people on our list to feel better, have more insight, have more wisdom on their own healing journey. These beings volunteered in a huge swarm to help these hundreds of people on our list by now with their most difficult diseasements, whether they are physical or emotionally or mental. But we are now calling in our own guiding ones and guardians, and whoever wants to be of light beings and higher frequency beings, part of our circle of light here to support this circle and all our inner journeys. And we are thanking the ones who came to be on our right in the circle, and we are thanking the ones who wanted to be coming in on our left on the circle. And we're grateful for the ones who want to stand behind us and in front of us, below us and above us, to give us a safe passage to what we want to accomplish today, without interruption and interference, a nice, safe, and sacred space. And in this sacred space, it is now safe to let our consciousness soar along the golden strands which we established from the divine. And we are allowing our consciousness to float out of our physical form, as it is safe to do so. And we're letting our consciousness soar along the golden lines. Out of our head, the consciousness goes further up, higher up, further and higher up. And it goes as high up as you can imagine until you're seeing Earth from above. And you're seeing it with glittering lights. And you send the whole Earth and all beings on it a blessing. And then you're allowed to focus on you and yourself. For once, as many of you have healing jobs and supporting people with many difficulties. But now it's your turn. This is your time, specifically for you. So you're allowed to soar up now, further higher up into the cosmos, through our solar system, further higher into the cosmos, until you know this feeling already of being expanded into the universe, into the cosmic realm. And you might have already the perception of so many galaxies swarming around you. So many galaxies with so many stars and so many suns and so many life forms. But as we're floating in this cosmic all, and we're expanding towards all there is, and we can feel the many universes and galaxies in us, and we are within it. We are now focusing on this whole of healing, where angelic beings and divine beings are waiting with their healing tables for us to be received. This is a huge hall with blue-white light, filled with blue-white light. And you will be naturally guided by the helpers of our circle towards this hall of healing. You will see many, many healing tables, similar to massage tables, but more like stone. Nevertheless, when you lay down, you will feel warm, you feel soft, you feel comforted, as if the stone underneath you is alive, and you almost merge with the ancient stone you're laying on. And while you're making yourself comfortable and laying down and completely relaxed in this misty air of light blue light, you can let your guard down. You can snuggle into that soft stone as your energies merge with the ever-living stone from the day of the first day of creation. Mixed in with the stone is a lot of wisdom of ancient origin of creation. And the stone recognizes you as a living being, as it is a living being, and knows exactly your composition, your physical composition, and analyzes your physical composition and what it needs, what it lacks. And above you is now floating in your energy matrix. The matrix of energy, when it was whole and not disturbed by foreign DNA, the DNA you took on from your parents, the belief structures you took on from your parents and your surrounding lineages or surroundings like teachers. When your matrix was unmarked by and unmarred by these limiting influences dimming you down, this is your soul matrix unhindered in all its glory, in all that what you're supposed to be and come back into right after this earth's life. And now you might feel energy beings stepping towards the living healing plates, the living healing slates, the healing beds you're laying on. And they're light beings who come specifically for you to assist you merging back, aligning back with this unhindered, glorious soul matrix. And to be aligned with this soul matrix in its original planning, its divine soul matrix, they help you to uplink and connect with it again so that you're here more whole and unhindered on earth, so that physical ailments can be eliminated as they happened to have come upon you through your earthen life. When you were damaged in the war being on earth here, like battle scars, where you were damaged because you had to take a flight and your hearing got damaged, or you had to do something for somebody and you got damaged in the process, or somebody drove into you with a car and your spine got shattered, or whatever it is, your earthly battle scars, which were not part of the original imprint of your soul matrix before you came down. So the light beings now, which are standing around the healing table for you, connect string by string and strand by strand and energy pearl by energy pearl, all that what needs healing. And we start from your feet. To get out of your head and thinking and focus on your feet. What healing do your feet need? Which carry you every single day? Maybe some bones were sprained and aligned into an awkward position through your profession. Maybe you had no good shoes to wear when you were a child and your toes were cramped. Whatever it might be, let these angelic beings now work on your feet first to line all bones, sinew, take acid out of your joints or inflammation. Opening your feet chakras nice and wide that wherever you tread later, you're well grounded so that you can have your head further high into the skies. And now after your feet are nicely vibrating, we go to your ankles. And the ankles are also connected to so many lifetimes you might have had in shackles. And these energy residues of your shackles might fall off now, finally, once and for all, overridden by the design of the divine matrix. You're free. Your ankles are free of any shackles to walk where you need to walk. You will feel freer in your step from here on out. No more heaviness, no more sluggishness. You can step lightly. And now, through your all the way up towards your shins and knees. Whatever breakage might have happened there, whatever your shins and knees might have endured through your life or other lives. This is a time where healing comes so that you can bend your knee in devotion to the highest high without feeling the pain, feeling the old sufferings, and feeling resentfulness towards being grateful because you endured so much, which makes it hard to be devotional to the divine. All this can now be wiped away easily and naturally as the angelic beings or other light beings with gentle hands slide over your calves and up your shins towards your knees and circle around your knees, and you might feel a buzzing in your knees as a lot of energies flows into the knees in general. And then further the energy flows into your thighs, straightening them out, making them stronger, making the muscles stronger. And whoever has been weak or sitting too much and not moving enough and became weak in their legs now will be strengthened to bounce onto their feet later with strength renewed. And the ones who might join our circle today being wheelchair bound, muscles can form, strengths can be had, as the healing light of the original matrix brings back into alignment all that which you were meant to be. You were not born in a wheelchair. Your history brought you there, your story. But now your story can be lightened, your load can be lightened. So allow yourself to receive healing energy of strength and empowerment. What does it take for you to receive love? Surrender to this moment as ultimate unconditional love flows into you. You're worthy. You're always worthy of unconditional love. You might not always feel it in the hustle and bustle of this world. Nevertheless, it's always there for you. If you hold a moment still, in a moment of stillness, we can give you that which you need the most, healing. And you might feel it more when you are still too. So take a moment of each day, a moment for you to be still and to receive the divine healing, specifically for you. And now we're moving further up to your private parts, whether you're male or female, or whatever you consider to be. All scarring, emotional or otherwise, can be wiped away. Your slate can be wiped clean here, and the original matrix of your glory of light can be reinstalled in pristine order. So any kind of traumatic incident like rape or mutilation or whatever it might have been can be wiped clean at this moment as the light fills you in all your deepest parts to cleanse and clear and heal and make whole that which got destroyed along your earthly path. And the matrix of the divine design of your blueprint overrides all those old pains, makes you joyous again in all these private parts, takes sorrow out, and brings healing in. Also, the emotional pains, physical pains like cancers, tumors, and so on, can now shrink for the mightiness of this light as it flows into you. Nothing can withstand the divine light, as it flows, as it might, and as it wishes. We can only ask to receive, as we say, I am willing to receive healing. Now, I give myself over to the divine design, to my divine imprint, to be realigned to the best and highest path, and to my original divine blueprint. All that scarring can be wiped clean as I perceive myself in, within, and as the divine blueprint now flowing and settling into me completely. And as we are paying our attention further, digestive issues can be cleansed and cleared from our system. Leaky guts or other things like that can be healed. Inflammation can be balanced so that our gut can give us the right notion to our brain what foods to eat and to avoid, so that our gut again can regulate cravings, so that we can start from scratch, attuned to our body now, attuned to what nurturing it really needs, having it overridden maybe by so many years of bad habits. Here again, our slate is wiped clean. We're tuned with our digestive system. And also with these emotional things which we never completely made to digest, and still lingering and having a grasp and creating later on physical havoc. All this emotional, non-digested things and feelings, emotions can be cleansed and cleared at this time. And you might feel warmth spreading everywhere with this healing touch of the light beings as your divine matrix of light settles gently into you more and more, as it now comes further to your solar plexus. Your solar plexus already being nicely aligned as only light comes in and goes out. Your data Autobahn into your core. And also here, all these old imprints of injustices which knocked into your solar plexus can be loosened up and let go of. Old insults, and sometimes even insults onto injuries, and more injuries can be shaken off our core as the light, the healing light of the healing matrix flows in. And this light, this warmth, this love, this glory of our divine, unique blueprint settles back in, overriding all our history's horror stories. Settles in so that we can enjoy the divine plan, which we sometimes were overriding with our own free will and free choices. But as we are now allowing and giving ourselves permission to heal, balancing can take place. Healing can take place. And from the solar plexus, we moving up. Our lungs get filled and we can breathe deeply and easily. The lungs assist our wings of freedom, air element, feeling free, to breathe in deeply, getting the nourishment of oxygen, getting the nourishment of enough air to make our body being nourished by what it needs to function well. And also our heart, the pump, which makes our nourishment veins and arteries flow to all parts of our bodies, the nourishment we need. Beats strongly now, in alignment with the best possible heart rate obtainable for our individual body. All misalignments are overridden. As the divine matrix now settles in here too with the healing hands of these light beings. And some might help and tweak and adjust a little bit even more specifically in the heart to what it needs. Making tip with the tip of the finger and living some deadened spots which do not work right anymore, of old heart injuries, old physical or emotional heart injuries, whether it's residual effect of COVID or other infectious disease, viruses, or just simple but devastating heartbreak. Your heart is healed and knitted to its perfection right now, reorganized, rejuvenated, and regenerated. So it has a full power to nourish your body where the blood is pumped through, and the energy heart, the divine heart, through the heart center, through your divine heart center in this more middle of the chest instead of the left, is also pulsating with a gentle greatness, pulsating the light further up through your spine and up to into your head. And energetically, all old heartache you were holding on to for whatever reason, old betrayals, old demeaning energies which somebody imprinted upon your heart, whatever it might be, it is now washed away and wiped clean. Do no longer hold on to it. The story is closed. The experience made. Make a check mark behind it. You do not need these imprints anymore. You're allowed to let them go and washed away in the divine light. As your divine matrix settles in and overrides all harm done. Specifically also the imprints of betrayal in the back of your heart chakra, in between your shoulder blades. Warmth spreads now and a softening happens where hardness was reigning. The hardness where you were holding your shoulders clenched and uptight, always on the move to see who might betray you next. You can relax now as you're safe now, as you're taken care of now, as the divine light and divine love flows into you to restore you to your energy imprint as by divine design and divine calling. Your whole spine and muscle structure is strengthened. You can hold your straight body up and now, straightening out, being straight, no more bent, no more crippled, but straight. And then it flows nicely into your neck, front and back, that your voice can be nicely heard as your voice chakra, your throat chakra is cleared from old imprints of you do not speak up, you have nothing to say, you are not there saying anything. All the times when you were shut up, not to speak, not have your voice heard, all wiped away. All those imprints wiped clear. And it is safe from here on out to voice your wisdom, voice your words, voice your speak, as it will come from divine wisdom. Nobody will be able to goad you into words of pain and suffering upon another. Your voice chakra is cleared of these imprints and hold back words which might have been bitter, stored bitterness in your throat and might have affected also your thyroid, as your thyroid is aligned whether it was an inherited diseasement or not. All well functioning now. Glands well functioning. As the light spreads into your shoulders, the so often burdened shoulders, burdened wrong responsibilities which were not necessarily yours. And your arms and your hands, vibrating now, knowing that you will receive the right things from the divine and you will give the right things into creation through the divine permission. You might find that your one hand wants to be palm up and your other hand wants to lay palm down, as you're receiving with the one and you're sending with the other. And the light beings again will bring in your divine light matrix from the divine blueprint into you. And you might find that light beings come to you and paint symbols, glowing symbols onto your body to reinstate old gateways of wisdom, to reinstate all energy connections to higher realms, long lost and forgotten to you, but not by the divine design, divine matrix of your energy body. So all these gateways are reinstated in you, reopened in you. And you might feel these gateways and portals within you tingling, waiting to be re-explored, reawakened knowledge, flooding your system as needed, never overwhelming, but always there at your fingertip, literally spoken sometimes. And now the divine design flows all the way up into your physical form of your head, into your teeth, that you have a good bite and a good grip with your teeth. And your ears, that they can hear again what they're meant to hear, and can hear in between the lines of what is said too. And then can hear the divine call and the celestial music again, with your divine imprint settled within, cleansing and clearing all that which has been imprinted, maybe through physical blows and physical abuse, from tormentations and blows to your head, or other ailments which didn't allow you to hear well any longer, can be realigned, reworked, and also re-enlivened. That sinew or eardrums can now heal as a divine imprint, can overlay all damage and rework lost hearing, but specifically also allow you to hear again the divine plan and hear truth better between the words spoken of humans, and hear the divine truth from light beings as well, clearly spoken into your energy ears and into your head. And your eyes might see beyond the physical. Yes, your physical eyes will be repaired too, slowly and steadily, to have a better vision. So you might realize that you need a different adjustment in your glasses after this healing. Allow yourself to receive a good vision, physically good vision, and energetically good vision. A good vision in between worlds, a good sight, a good clairvoyance, a good vision of foresight, being a visionary. Add that to your vision through the divine plan, through the divine design, and the divine blueprint now reinstored into you, resettled into you, realigned into your physical form, emotional form, and mental form. Allow yourself to utilize from here on out all senses, the physical, the extrasensory perception, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. All those are your inherited birthright by divine design, settling back into you and around you and your energy bodies. Widen your energy perception, so as not your physical body is only healed, but also your emotional body and energy body per se. And your crown and your brain, the third eye center and the crown on top of your head are realigned again. The third eye center is cleansed and cleared from all debris of calcification, to be able to see again better, clearer, having no impediment to perceive the energy line up, the alignment to the divine, our birth cord, our light birthing right, our energetic umbilical cord, not disrupted, but reconnected re-established. And you might feel at this particular moment how your body vibrates to its full glory. All fiber of your being is vibrating in a more expansive and very pleasant way, as all the old stories are wiped clean. All the old hurts can be let go of. And I invite now all these light beings to assist you in your particular healing, to touch upon these points 1, 2, and 3, where you have the hardest time letting go of your story of hurt. Let the light beings do their specific healing now. And by now you might feel this widening, expansive sense of self, that which is now a gateway for the divine, being an instrument for the divine design, as you're now carrying again in you the unimpeded, uninterrupted divine matrix of your original energy blueprint. We would like you, in your evening hours, before you go to sleep, attune yourself and remind yourself of what we did today together. Attune into this illuminant presence within your body, this luminous matrix which settled back into your body, which you're holding in you, this blueprint, this divine blueprint, undestroyed, unmarred, just glowing. Feel and sense that blueprint in your energy body every night before you go to bed, just for a moment, just for a brief moment, knowing that you're whole again. And you might say even to yourself, I am whole again. And do so for a night after night after night and another night, until this matrix is so completely settled in that there's no doubt in your being that it is so. Doubt destroys this energy system settling in completely into you. So one more time, feel into you right now how this vibration rate has set you free. How this vibration rate has expanded your beingness. How this vibration rate of your original divine blueprint expanded yourself, giving you the momentum of moving forward in a better way, in a higher way, with a higher order in everything you do. Now these beings swoop a blessing hand over our energy field, sealing in all loose ends, smoothing over the energy field, and sealing in all connections to the divine blueprint as it's now a copy in our energy field, unrevocable and undestroyable. We are thanking our angelic helpers, light beings, in this hall of healing. And we can now feel how alive these light blue mists are, alive with the ultimate life force. And we are feeling more and more alive with every breath we take from here on out. Nevertheless, we are carrying a precious gift when we are now getting ready to come back to our physical form in our three-dimensional world of Earth. We are thanking our light beings for the assistance. Stepping off the healing table, which had so nicely carried our body in utmost comfort, also assisting with the nourishment of our energy form, with the frequencies of the beginning of time, making it easy for our divine matrix blueprint to be embedded into us, to be embedded and nicely snug into our energy field, nicely fitted in perfect form and formation. And now we are leaving the hall of healing and conjoining back with our physical form, flowing back down, down, deeper down, further down it goes towards our physical form. And today we do not stop to send further blessings onto earth. We are just going directly down into our physical form to let our body feel this blueprint. Let our physical form being nurtured by this blueprint. Let our physical form partake in this divine blueprint, not only our energy body, but also our physical body. And feel and sense how the divine blueprint interacts with your physical form, how it might override any physical pains, any discomforts, and fills the nooks and crannies of our physical body with bliss. Yes, our physical form is allowed to have bliss. Our physical form is allowed to have healing, a perfect body, hosting a wonderful soul. We like you to breathe in deeply to settle your energy body further into your physical form. Taking deep breaths to reinstate your energy and realign with the physical. And again, you can focus on the feet first to reintegrate step by step and realign until your consciousness and your body, your energy bodies, nicely clicked in and aligned with your physical form. And as it is, We're thanking all helpers which supported us in our journey today, and thanking all of them around us, and thanking all of the ones who did the journey with us, and all the ones who made this journey possible today, all the ones who came today, and with their soul's glory made this journey possible to this very specific healing place, to realign as our divine blueprint. We are grateful for what we received. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, you can open your eyes.